Let's talk about choosing majors. Like when you're going to study at the university level, there is always the question of what are you going to study? Why are we talking about it? We are going to be talking about it because in the second part of this video, I'm going to be telling you all about the opportunities that are found for STEM students and how it's like the world is riveting on all STEM students. So if you are a STEM student, make sure you watch till the end. Or if you will be considering changing to becoming a STEM student, then make sure you watch till the end, okay? So let's get back to the start. Let's talk about choosing majors. You all remember when you're a kid and they will ask you the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? That is a common question that they always ask us. And I remember thinking, I don't know. But because actually growing up, I started talking before I walked. So I was this kid who was crawling and talking. And when I was in elementary school, they used to call me Cricket. Don't use it. Don't use it. They used to call me Cricket when I was in elementary school. Why? Because I used to talk so loud and the tone of my voice used to be so loud that people have to close their ears. Do you all know the insect called cricket? I don't know if you all know the insect, but that is how they used to call me. They used to call me Cricket. And throughout, just based off of that, the passion for talking and communicating, I wanted to study journalism and mass communication when I went to the university. So that was always what I wanted to study. I went, fast forward later, high school is done, I'm on my way to university, and my auntie, my dearest auntie, dearest auntie, you all know how it goes in African family homes. You all know how it goes where an auntie has an idea, an auntie has an idea, everyone has an idea about what you should do with your life, right? So one of my aunties came up with the idea that, okay, I should go study special needs education. That is a new field. It's extremely necessary right now, and there are so many people that there are many job prospects for me if I go study. But if I go study journalism, they are not sure if what I'm going to do with the journalism. Work in a radio station, right? Start a YouTube channel, right? But anywho, she came and she gave this idea about, okay, go to the university, study special needs education. And I was like, cool. I went to the university, studied special needs education. I really wasn't sure what to do about it, but I am still extremely grateful for it because it was through my studying special needs education that I was able to get my scholarship. I actually got my scholarship to come study special needs education in Japan. That was a scholarship I got. But also, the thing is, when I came to Japan, life happened, a lot of things. I probably will tell you all the story someday. I switched to international public policy, and I started writing first about movie policies, and then later on I started writing about migration policy, which is what I'm doing at the PhD level, migration policy. And most times when we are thinking about our majors, the question is always, what do you want to do after you're done with the major, right? So for all of you watching, what is your major? What are you all studying? And why did you choose it? Why did you choose that particular major? And let me know, how is the job market in that major that you're going to be choosing? Because that leads me to the second part of this video, where we are going to talk about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Our world is heading towards a world where everything is STEM related. Science, technology, engineering, and math. Look at all of the 500, what's it called? What 500 companies? And just look around us. Facebook has changed its name to Meta. We are in the Meta universe. We are talking about artificial intelligence. We are talking about robotics and all of these things that you really find that it's students that are in the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, and math, that are really getting all the jobs and all the opportunities, right? So it really makes you think about, yeah, this major of yours that you're choosing, I know that you really are passionate about whatever thing that you're passionate about, but how is the job market looking like for that field, okay? And I've also heard them talk a lot about STEM and STEAM, where arts is involved. So it's like science, technology, arts, engineering, and math, okay? Anyhow, so because of the direction that the world is going, we find that a lot of countries are competing for talent in the STEM field. China is investing billions and billions of dollars into students that are studying STEM. They have their universities in China called, I think it's like double graded universities, and these universities are providing tons of scholarships to so many students from all across the world to come study STEM in China. And because of that, the Biden administration is trying to compete with China for talents from different parts of the world in the field of STEM. So that is the good news for STEM students. So now let's get into the juicy part. STEM students, these are the majors. I'm going to tell you all the majors. So they are actually expanding the field they are bringing in 22 different majors in the STEM category, and all of these students, you all are going to have tons of opportunities. Okay, I'm going to break down the opportunities to you all very soon, but let's talk about the majors first. So the 22 fields that are available are bioengineer, you have general forestry, forest resources, production and management, human-centered technology design, cloud computing. Cloud computing is extremely popular. Anthrozoology, climate science, earth system science, economics and computer science, environmental geoscience, geobiology, geography and environmental science, mathematical economics, general data analytics, and qualitative methods. So those are the majors that the Biden administration is expanding in the STEM fields in order to get students from all around the world. And there are tons of opportunities if you fall in any of these fields. So let me explain to you. In the US, they have the program called the Optional Training Program, right? You all know about it. It's usually called the OPT. And these are options where after post your studies, you can work in the US, right? So what they are doing is that if you are studying something related to STEM, they are expanding it in a way where you are going to get 3 years working opportunities, 3 years working, I don't know if I call it working visa, but you can work for 3 years in the US. And if you all remember, a while ago, I told you all that the UK is where it's at. The UK is where it's at because of the Boris Johnson government introducing the program where students can get to work for 3 years in the UK after their studies, right? Now it is the Biden administration is bringing in these 22 programs, but for STEM students, okay, for STEM students. So if you are a STEM student, know that, or if you want to go to the States and you are a STEM student, know that you're going to get 3 years. You're going to get the ability to work in the States for 3 years after your studies. That is the first thing that they are actually doing for you. And then the second thing that they are doing for STEM students is that the US has this J1 visa. This is actually for exchange students. So you can currently be in the States as an exchange student, or you may want to go to the States as an exchange student. If you are doing that, if you fall within that category and you are in the STEM field, know that there is a chance for you to get to stay and work in the States for 3 years when you are done. STEM students, this is for you all. And then the last one is the O1A visa programs. So this is actually a visa programs for persons with exceptional abilities. I remember the time when, let me do a little gossip. I remember the time when they were doing some investigations about Melania Trump, and well, how did she even move to the States though? And there was all of these things about, she went on the O1A visa, which is the visa for exceptional abilities. And people were like, what exceptional abilities does Melania Trump have? Right? That is what they said. I hope YouTube doesn't delete my video because of this. Anywho, going back to the main story. Those that are STEM students, y'all are going to get a chance to be able to apply for this particular visa. If you go there to study and you are in the STEM category, or if you are already studying, what these things do for you, STEM students, is that you're going to have an easier path towards securing your green card. And you all know how most times in the US, in order to get to your green card, you need to have like an employer. The employer needs to sanction papers for you and provide you with the necessary paperwork to be able to apply for it, or you need to have stayed in the States for a particular number of years. So for STEM students, because the state is trying to be as competitive as possible and also outshine other countries that are important study destinations, you all will get an opportunity. You all will get an opportunity to go through this fast track process towards securing your green card. And if you're thinking about the US as a place where you want to live and build your family, then you're going to get that opportunity. So STEM students, I hope that you all take advantage of this. And for all of us else, those in other fields that we are not STEM related, are we going to be considering switching? How about you? Will you consider switching your major? You all already told me your majors in the comment section. If you haven't, tell me your major in the comment section. Will you consider switching? Will you consider switching your major from whatever it is that you're studying to study something STEM related? Because our world is heading towards, our world is a STEM world. We are heading towards this STEM, not even heading towards, we are already there. And STEM is what is selling. If you're not doing something STEM related, it's like, what are you doing? So are you all going to be considering switching from whatever it is that you study towards STEM fields? Let me know in the comment section. I hope that you all were able to find some value from this. STEM students, hurry up, go to the States. You have opportunities there, okay? Thank you all so much for joining me. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And remember, the channel is always going to provide you value. I'm going to see you all in the next one. Cheers.